So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line.
Say. Raider 9. 58, right over there. 734. 58, right there. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
It was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. But he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
I got you, boy.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
You don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
93.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 4 yards out. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, this is Howard. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Check it back.
Allen from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is fielded at the 7. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
58, right over there.
Throwing his car on third down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Carr will try it again on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Carr to throw again. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dez Bryant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't, because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 18 on that one, as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Check. Watch 54.
From the 45 on second down. Allen, his throw incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Here's Allen to throw it. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. From the 31, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Allen now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Running from the gun with Howard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Howard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check, Lucky. Alert. Check 52. Check 3.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What do you think? Come on.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Carr. It's caught by Bryant. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw his Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Carr now on first down. Couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Bullock will put this one through. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr steps away to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. From the gun now on third down, Carr got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Operating from the gun, Carr. For the left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Here's Carr. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And he will find his man on the end route, complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
At the 16-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Allen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Intercepted all day, baby. Yeah.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Allen to throw once more. Open man here is Foster. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's into the clear. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Keep going. Touchdown, baby.
This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, and the grab by Croft. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Running with Howard. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a script.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never play their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And that's complete to Croft. Past the 20. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Max Crosby able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second-half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here. And
that's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Bullet good on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Bills take over first and 10.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Too little, cupcake.
They run it with Jacobs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on like the 5th tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
Now Allen. And John Brown's got it complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Allen's throw into the hands of Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a first and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 67 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Allen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
What now? Coming to you, coming to you.
Watch tight, tight end's right. Watch tight, tight end's right. Hey!
Here's Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 23 yards the pickup there.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game, and however it turns out, it turns out.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I got one. 49.
Hey, Echo.
49.
Shotgun now for Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Dez Bryant, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Raiders 52, Bills 26.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bills' 48-yard